They wanted her gone. Get this poor woman off the plane right now. She's contaminating the air in first class. The captain's voice cracked like thunder through the cabin. Laughter erupted. Phones lifted. Faces lit with the thrill of public humiliation. The woman in the faded gray sweater clutched her old backpack a little tighter, saying nothing. Her eyes stayed steady, unmoving, unbroken. "Your place is the terminal, not the sky," the head flight attendant sneered and tore the woman's ticket in half. The rip echoed like a gunshot. Mocking applause followed as she was shoved down the metal stairs. The cold railing bit into her hand, but she didn't stumble, didn't cry. She only walked, her worn sneakers whispering against the pavement. A man leaned from a window above, his Rolex flashing in the sun. "Better luck next time, sweetheart." The cabin roared. She didn't look back. Not once. Inside the terminal, the humiliation continued like background noise. The whispers, the glances, the smirks. Someone joked that she must be there to mop floors. She bought a coffee quietly and sat by a window, writing a single sentence in a small notebook before closing it again with care. Her mother's voice flickered through memory. "You don't need to be loud to be heard. Just be steady." She waited, and she watched, because everything that happened was exactly what she had come to see. The next morning, chaos detonated at Airline Air headquarters. A viral video, 50 million views and climbing. Outrage flooding every screen. Executives scrambling, voices cracking with panic. "This is a PR disaster. Get this video removed now." The captain and flight attendant defended themselves, smug and careless. "She didn't belong there," the captain scoffed. "That backpack was a health hazard," Tanya added. Then a trembling voice from the end of the table. "What if that was the evaluation from Vail Holdings? What if it was her?" Silence. A memo confirmed it. An anonymous audit. A test. The room froze. Hours later, in the boardroom arranged like a performance stage, the doors opened. And the woman they had shoved off the plane walked in, now wearing a black, tailored suit, hair swept back, a gleaming badge on her chest. Lysandra Vail, chairwoman, Vail Arrow Holdings. Every face drained of color. "I believe," she said calmly, "you've met me before." The screen behind her lit up. Vail Holdings reevaluates acquisition of Orion Air. Her voice didn't rise. It didn't need to. "I boarded that plane to see how your staff treats the people who aren't wearing success. And you showed me. Perfectly. Not anger, not revenge, just truth laid bare. The fallout was brutal. Stock price collapsed. Sponsors vanished. Executives begged. Apology videos drowned in backlash. And then her final move. Before a crowd of reporters, Lysandra stepped to the podium. "Vail Holdings will not be acquiring Orion Air," she said, then nodded to her assistant. The screen showed every second of her humiliation. Gasps filled the room. "An airline that judges its passengers by their clothes," she said softly, "doesn't deserve to fly under our name." She walked away, backpack over her shoulder, just as she had stepped off that plane, steady and silent. 1 week later, another announcement. Skyline Capital, an anonymous fund, had purchased 51% of Orion Air. Vail Holdings owned it, quietly. The old leadership was gone. New leaders rose from the ground staff, the unseen and overlooked. The first flight under new management took off packed with students, families, and first-time travelers, the Flight for All program. Lysandra sat in economy,
her backpack tucked beneath the seat. Tanya and Elliot worked the beverage cart, eyes lowered. A man paused beside her seat and spoke shyly, rough hands gripping the headrest. "What you did, it means something to people like me." Lysandra looked up, her voice soft, but unshakably firm. "This is for all of us." The plane descended through clouds, sunlight splitting the window. And far below, a broken system was being rebuilt, quietly, steadily, beautifully, by the woman they once laughed off the stairs.